what would make it better for patrons. In addition to extending the days, they also decided to add a little bit more diversity to the performing talent, including more blues and alternative rock bands than ever before.
This event was really created to celebrate the community, to celebrate the bourbon industry, and to combine, our love for live music with our love for bourbon. So for us to be able to have doors officially opened and fans back in this festival, it means everything to us.
Now, event organizers are expecting 140,000 people to walk through these doors, but tickets are still available if you're interested. All you have to do is click on this story on our website. Live here at the Bourbon and Beyond Festival, Minaj Kungwari, WLKY. Back to you guys.
Okay, thanks, Minaj. An Indiana judge refused a last-minute request to block the state's near-total ban on abortions from taking effect today. Abortion clinic operators filed a lawsuit arguing the state constitution protects access to the procedure. The special judge did not explain her decision to deny a temporary injunction. However, a hearing will be held Monday. Indiana lawmakers passed the ban last month during a special session. It does provide some exceptions, such as for cases of rape and incest before the 10th week of pregnancy. The law also requires abortions be performed in hospitals or outpatient centers.
News 6, Clarksville Police agrees to revise its policies to resolve a federal discrimination lawsuit. The Justice Department accused the town of violating the Americans with Disabilities Act. Federal prosecutors say the police department revoked a job offer to a volunteer reserve officer after learning his HIV status during a state-mandated medical exam. Under a proposed consent decree, the department will update its training and procedures on employment related to medical exams. It will also pay a $150,000 settlement.
Drivers whose cars have been towed by police are getting a chance to get them back at no cost. Louisville Police announced plans today for the department's second tow lot amnesty period. Fees will be waived next week for anyone picking up their car at the impound lot on Frankfort Avenue. There are about 1,300 cars on the lot. Roughly 700 of them are eligible for owners to come get at no charge.
LMPD continues to work in collaborative ways to improve the safety and appearance of our neighborhoods. And one of the ways we do that is addressing the abandoned vehicles that plague our neighborhoods.
So some 700 cars are available, but last amnesty week, only 89 cars were claimed. The next period starts Monday. We have more information about what to bring to the appointment on WLKY.com and on our free mobile app.
Kentucky is moving forward with plans to build a statewide charging network for electric vehicles. Governor Beshear announced today that the state has received federal approval for the nearly $70 million project. The plan calls for charging stations no more than 50 miles apart along interstates and parkways. Currently, there are only about 3,600 electric vehicles in Kentucky, but analysts project that will increase substantially by the year 2035.
Louisville's candidates for mayor had a chance to address some of the issues concerning votes. The Waterfront Botanical Gardens hosted a forum this morning with Republican Bill Deroff and Democrat Craig Greenberg. The candidates were asked about the importance of parks and green space.
We have to maintain the parks we have around this community in the future. And it doesn't mean just the big parks, the ones we see, the ones we talk about. It's the parks all the way around, whether they're in the Russell neighborhood or they're in PRP or they're Prospect.
I do believe that development around parks is healthy, it's helpful, it's exciting, and it creates interesting neighborhoods, authentic, interesting neighborhoods and experiences that we should all be proud of.
Both candidates voiced support for keeping Cherokee Golf Course open and protecting Floyd's Fork.
Need a pet? Well, the Louisville Metro Animal Services is waiving fees to find homes for stray pets. The shelter is nearly at full capacity. In the past 2 weeks, LMAS has taken in 330 stray cats and dogs. So to make room for stray animals, the agency is waiving fees for owners to reclaim lost pets, as well as adoption fees for all cats and dogs. Every dog adoption will include a large bag of food.
Violin with a Kentucky flair. Next at 6, how the musician featured in the opening of the Louisville Orchestra's new season is creating a unique sound.
And it really has been a beautiful late summer day. A little humid out there, or a little hazy, I should say. It's not humid just yet. I'm getting ahead of myself. The humidity, though, will be going up late this weekend and into next week. More on that coming up. Right now, though, just beautiful, comfortable. 83 in downtown Louisville. If you have evening plans, Bourbon and Beyond, perfect tonight. dropping down into the 70s over the next several hours. I'll come back with your 7-day forecast, and we'll talk about the tropics as well in a few minutes.
Right now, this is WLKY News at 6.
The Louisville Orchestra is back for its 9th season, and the first featured guest brings a Kentucky flair.
Swing, swagger, and sway will feature Eastern Kentucky native Tessa Lark. As Addie Miners found out, her sound is quite unique.
The music coming from inside of Whitley Hall this Saturday will be a new kind of sound, fusing jazz and bluegrass together, featuring Kentucky native Tessa Lark.
Tessa Lark is a violinist, is a fiddler, and she is a rising star in the world of orchestras.
From Richmond, folk and bluegrass influence Lark's music heavily. And her unique style of playing her violin like a fiddle will give the Louisville Orchestra's performance this Saturday a real Kentucky feel.
The Wynton Marsalis Concerto is an amazing piece of music, and because it has such Americana roots, it felt right to bring it to Kentucky and to set it on our opening concert for this year.
Just from 1 second to the next, he'll change styles completely. He'll go directly from a tango to a habanera to ragtime dance to a hoedown, and there's actually a big battle between the orchestra and the soloist, especially in the last movement, which is really fun in that way. So I think the stylistic variety is absolutely unique.
The Maggini violin that Lark uses is a 1600s era Stradivarius, one of only 500 left in the world.
I love the bassy sounds, and this really has that, which actually makes it not only a great solo instrument, but also a pretty fine fiddle.
taking her Kentucky roots with her everywhere that she performs, Lark says playing where she got started will be her proudest performance yet.
It's the most meaningful thing for me to come back to the place where I grew up and where I learned about music and take my studies from wherever else I've been in the world and come back and give back.
Addie Miners, WLKY News.
There are 2 concerts tomorrow morning and Saturday night at the Kentucky Center for the Arts. Tickets are still available.
New at 6, the first historic black college in Kentucky is celebrating its history as it looks ahead to the future. Simmons College of Kentucky dedicated the former Central High School building on West Kentucky Street. It will be known as the Ida B. Wells Hall. The building is regarded as being the birthplace of black education in Kentucky.
Out of slavery in 1865, only 5% of blacks were literate. Schools like this educated not children, but adults, and they succeeded. They had a hunger for education.
As office space.
Waterfront Park hosted a lunch on the lawn today to raise money for the nonprofit organization. The event featured a DJ plus food and beverage vendors. It was part of the city's annual Give for Good Day, which raises money for hundreds of local nonprofits. Waterfront Park is publicly funded, so organizers say support from the community is crucial.
We have people who are walking with their families, they're bike riding here, they're just enjoying the space. And what we want them to understand is that it's our mission for the park to remain accessible and used by everybody in the community. There are a lot of different parks everywhere throughout the city, but Waterfront Park is the front door.
Fundraising ends at midnight. We have a link to make a donation on our website and the free WLKY mobile app.
Now, your WLKY weather with meteorologist Daniel Johnson.
Just perfect weather for outdoor activities. We're starting to see the sun slowly set here. That sun will go down beneath the horizon at 7:51. The sun continues to set earlier and earlier, but it really has been a picture-perfect day. A little hazy at times, but comfortable. The humidity, 43%. The temperature, 83 at this hour, so a pretty nice late summer afternoon. But the humidity will begin to go up as we head into next week. Temperatures will begin to climb as well, and we'll talk about that in a few seconds. 85 was the official high today, just a couple degrees above average. 63 was our low, and that's pretty much where we should be for this time of year. Can't believe fall is right around the corner, but it's going to start to feel more like summer the next several. Right now, it's 81 in LaGrange, Newcastle 82, Frankfort 82, Paoli 80, Brandenburg down to 79. So pretty comfortable across the region. Dew points, just picture perfect. Feels really nice. As long as we're below 60 and especially below 65, it's going to remain comfortable in terms of dew points, but those numbers begin to climb into next week. Satellite radar combined, it's quiet here across the Ohio Valley, a little active to our north and west, and it's active in the Atlantic. Check this out. Satellite picture showing the tropics. This is Tropical Storm Fiona. It's expected to drift off to the west toward the northern Leeward Islands. So here's the latest path from the National Hurricane Center. The 5 p.m. advisory winds are at 60 miles per hour. It will head toward the northern Leeward Islands into the weekend, even toward Puerto Rico as well as we head into the weekend, and then eastern Hispaniola. Now the question is, where does it go after that? A little bit of tropical meteorology for you. If this storm stays on the weaker side, pretty much where it is right now, it will likely stay kind of more on the western edge of this track. But if it strengthens into a hurricane and continues to strengthen, the stronger a hurricane is or the stronger a tropical storm is, the better chance of it recurving. So we kind of want to root for it to strengthen. We'll see here. So that's what typically happens, but we'll watch it closely. It doesn't happen with every storm, but models are kind of all over the place, whether it impacts the U.S. or not. Stay tuned. 64 degrees here at home tonight. Clear skies, a comfortable one. Tomorrow, 86, so a degree or two warmer than today, with lots of sunshine continuing. Bourbon and beyond continues into your Friday as well, and it's looking great. Bright skies as the gates open at 11:30, 80 degrees, mid-80s by the time the music starts at 3 o'clock. And then Kings of Leon, that is the main event. The performer at 9:30 tomorrow with clear skies, mid-70s. What else do we got going on Friday? Oh yeah, Friday Night Lights. Sunny and warm at kickoff, 84 degrees for most teams. Looking good, a little warm out there. And then after the game, we're dropping into the 70s. What else is going on? There's always something in Louisville, right? We got Racing Louisville in town at Lynn Family Stadium. Dry skies, 80s for the game. Grab the sunglasses. We are expecting a good amount of sunshine for the first half of the game, and that sun begins to set. That 7-day forecast, lots of sunshine for the next several days. We made a little bit of a change here. We added an isolated shower chance to next Monday. That should keep us below 90, but we're pretty confident with Tuesday and Wednesday climbing into the 90s. Could be even hotter than that. Could be hotter than 94 on Wednesday. First day of fall is Thursday. Looks hot for now.
Doesn't it?
Yeah, Mother Nature won't let us forget summer just yet.
90s.
Nope.
Yeah.
Right.
You like the 90s.
I'm not going to complain.
Yeah, you're not complaining.
Hang on to it.
Right.
I'll complain plenty in January.
Okay, we'll wait a little bit.
It's going to be here before we know it.
I know.
Thanks, Daniel.
Yeah.
Home sweet home. Lou City looks to cap off a successful regular season as it prepares for the postseason. Sports is next.
Live with Fred Cowgill, this is WLKY Sports.
Hello again, everybody. This Saturday night at 7:30, the Louisville City Football Club hosts Loudoun United. With just 5 regular season matches left, City wants to finish strong to the postseason and chase its 3rd United Soccer League championship.
Yeah, it was obviously a difficult stretch there, but we're really excited to be back at home.
Danny Cruz and the Louisville City Football Club are all smiles after successfully surviving a punishing run of 6 matches, 4 of them on the road in just 3 weeks, many of them on fields that did not flatter City's style of play. Yet they come away with 2 wins, 2 losses, 2 ties. Good enough to keep City in first place in the United Soccer League East with all its dreams still in play, especially now with 4 of their final 5 regular season matches at Lynn Family Stadium.
the ability to play in front of our fans and play the football that we want to play becomes really important, you know. So for the final stretch here, you know, we're happy to be able to be here for the majority of it.
And that's vitally important, with the boys in purple still in play to finish with a top overall record in the league, which would give them home pitch advantage through the postseason. Now with 29 matches in the books, 18 wins, just 5 losses, 6 draws, just 3 points behind West leader San Antonio for the best record in the league. And with a favorable schedule ahead, with 3 of its final 5 opponents having losing records, and only 5 matches in the final month, a rested winning club's goal is to win them all, to put the heat on front-running San Antonio.
Now it's making sure we put our heads down, we learn from the areas we need to learn, and make sure that we finish the season strong.